We spoke to the leads of the brand new Prime Video series Countdown. Here's our chat with Jensen Ackles and Eric Dane. I had a blast, guys. I'm a sucker for shows like this, and I had an absolute blast. And I'm not sure if we have enough time for this question, but I wanted to speak to you about what it's like in this new era of television. Now, the both of you have done shows where you've been with a character for hundreds of episodes. And I'm assuming the luxury of all that time and space means you get to know a character and play a lot more as actors. What does this new world of like 10 to 12 episodes at a time mean for your process? Like, has it changed it in any way?
No, I'll give you a short answer. I think 8 to 13 episodes is kind of the sweet spot for writers. I think any writer will tell you 8 to 13 episodes is kind of like where they have the time to tell the story they want to tell, but it's truncated enough, so it's just the perfect amount of time.
I don't know if they have this saying in Malaysia, but it does feel like you're packing 10 pounds of shit into a 5 pound bag, but you're still getting 10 pounds of shit.
That's great. I love that. That's great. I don't know. I always joke about in the old days, I would have by now 100 episodes of Euphoria or 100 episodes of Ted Lasso, right? But you're absolutely right. I think that sweet spot is very, very important. Tell me this, the ticking clock element at the heart of the series because of the big thing that might happen. How does urgency like that in a series, in a story, in a narrative, influence your performances?
Well, Derek did an interesting thing. He set a production situation to where we were shooting three cameras at the same time, all the time, handheld, so it gave that kind of urgency. But we shot with almost an urgency, which I think lended itself to the story in itself, and it was fast-paced filming, fast-paced story. We came up for air when we needed to, and I think those scenes were really precious. But it was the pace in which we filmed, I think, led to the pace of which the show actually resulted in being, and I think it was a really unique kind of tactic.
No, you're absolutely right, because I think what was great about those 22 and 24 episode seasons is there's a little bit of downtime, but I found that in Countdown, you still had those character moments because a lot of these truncated seasons, it's always just go, 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 right?
Right.
Well, in 22 to 24 episodes, you either have a serialized show that is very serialized or a procedural show that is a very procedural. At 8 to 13 episodes, you can have a hybrid serialized procedural type show.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm all out of time, but I had an absolute blast. And thank you so much for doing this. Countdown premieres on Prime Video Wednesday, June 25th. Check it out. Let us know what you think. Sound off in the comments. And thank you so much for watching.